You're watching the sports and political channel of LB. If you're not subscribing to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. All right, let's get down to business. So, this woman, Ebony K. Williams, has been making all kinds of waves around the internet for some comments that she made last week. And look, I'm not about to get into all that, okay? There's enough relationship gurus out there, and there's enough quote unquote dating experts out there that provided all kinds of commentary from all kinds of angles. So I'm not going to go at it from that standpoint. But where I am going to go at from this fraud is the after the backlash she received from set name comments. This is what she said, and I'm going to play the audio. I can't play the video because I don't want to get dinged by YouTube for copyright. So I'm going to play the audio from what she said, and I'll provide my commentary on the other side.
Well, out of the 50,000 plus comments posted on social, I only saw a handful that even considered the possibility of a bus owner being a more aspirational position and recognizing that I am actually speaking and pouring into the ascension of black men when I said what I said. But see, no, some of y'all were too busy naming and shaming me personally and black women in general as undesirable, gold diggers, and much worse. Now, I suspect that some of y'all are the same men that were bringing home C's and D's on your report cards, only to then be coddled by parents that said, well, that's okay, as long as you're doing your best. Well, listen, I love and believe in the excellence of black men. So no, my dear, C's and D's or any other form of mediocrity is not okay. No, I will not create a soft place for you or anybody that I love to fall comfortably into the bigotry of low expectations. So I'm going to say one more time, there's absolutely nothing wrong with driving a bus. My mother Gloria drove one for years. But could it be that black America has been sold a narrative of average, regular, and typical being good enough for us? Well, see, that's called white supremacy. And in this case, it takes the form of conditioning black Americans to happily accept being a permanent American underclass. But see, because I know the truth about black folk in America, no, average is not and will never be good enough for me. And the gag is, I don't think it's good enough for you either.
Now, look, when she said that white supremacy part, that really got under my skin. I mean, it was already bad enough that nonsensical rant that she went on got under my skin. But when she said about us being average and all that, and that's white supremacy, that really got under my skin. Because where was this pro-blackness when you was working for Fox News? When you was out there taking pictures of Harris Faulkner and going on these shows on Fox News and all that, where was this pro-blackness then? Huh? Where was the pro-blackness at? Right? Where was the pro-blackness at when you was out there taking pictures with all these individuals on Fox News? Huh? Where was this pro-blackness when you was up there laying up with Zaddy? Right? When you was out there laying up with Zaddy, your heels wasn't on the ground pushing for black empowerment and for the ascension of black men. Your heels was up in the air taking white cock. So miss me with the fucking cock and bull. Let's keep this 100. You want to think about the ascension of black men when your heels was cocked up in the air, getting your back blown out, taking white cock. Because you got to think for Hellman's a miracle whip. So mess me with that. You want to think about no ascension of black man. So when you can't lie your way out of it, when you can't cry your way out of it, and when you can't twerk your way out of it, now all of a sudden you're on this whole tap pro-black shit. So no, ma'am, we're not interested in what you had to say when it comes to black empowerment. Because you weren't for black empowerment when you was on these white supremacist networks like Fox News, right? Now, one thing that Fox News and CBS News has in common, because she worked for both of those networks at one point or another, right? They had raging sex predators at those networks, whether on Fox News with Roger Ailes and Bill O'Reilly and company, or at CBS News with Mo Lester Moonves and Charlie Rose. So you out here taking these white supremacist money and all that. You think you made the big time because you taking these dollars and you got some camera time and you've been on the Real Housewives of New York and all that. You think you made the big time. So to us little people, right? Us little people is beneath you. So no, you don't get to come back around and wag your finger at black men speaking on the ascension of black men when you don't care about black men. You don't give two pieces of rat droppings about black men. You're not doing that. If you speaking for the ascension of black men, then how come a black man wasn't your king? Huh? Because see, I peep game on the hustle. I peep game on the hustle. And like I always say, you only get one time to sell out the black community before you get put on the blacklist. So you can sit up there and say what you said all day long. We not listening. You sitting up here laying up with Zaddy for 4 years. He leave your ass high and dry to be with his kids when he was recovering from the Maximus and all that. And all of a sudden now you on this Hotep pro-black shit. You speak for the ascension of black men. You just won't marry one. You just won't have one be your boyfriend. Because what they sit up here, they sit up there and misinform the public and mislead the public, thinking that all black men do is just sit up and play video games and smoke a joint all fucking day. Because see, that's that stereotypical white supremacist talking point. When that can't be farther from the truth. And then on that interview you did with Ayana, you put out some misinformation about black women and abortion when abortion is not a black woman's issue. That's how you know she ain't got no kids. Because I know there's a lot of black women out there that got babies right now. And guess what they didn't do? They weren't going out here aborting babies. So no, we don't accept what you're saying. You're not speaking for the ascension of black men. Where? When? How? How you speaking for the ascension of black man to promote your book? Because see, at some point, you would have thought with all the degrees you got from the University of North Carolina and other places, with all those degrees you got, one would give the idea or one would get the perception that you're very smart, but you're not. You're not very smart. At some point, the best thing you could have did was shut the hell up. Look, if you want to date whoever you want to date, that's on you. God bless you. God bless you, right? But what you don't get to do is lay up with Zaddy with your heels up in the air when your heels not on the ground pushing for black empowerment. Your heels up in the air taking some white cock while you speaking for the ascension of black men. Get your ass out of here, woman. Now, this is not going to be a long video because I'm not trying to stretch this thing out, right? I'm going to say it this one time, and I'm going to leave it at that. Eboni K. Williams, you are in no position to call yourself speaking for the ascension of black men. You're not. Not in the slightest. And you want to sit up here and blame white supremacy. What do white supremacy has to do with your dating preferences? Huh? Just because you put your foot in your mouth on your dating preferences, you got the general public putting their foot in your ass. Now all of a sudden it's white supremacy. Get your ass out of here, woman. And one more thing. Your income or your salary does not give you any kind of position or any kind of dominatrix, or not dominatrix. That's some weird stuff. But that don't give you no kind of dominating presence within a relationship. It doesn't. I don't know where this misconception come from that just because, oh, you make more money than me, that means you have all the decision making, you have the dominating presence in relationship. It does not. Because most general men does not care about your salary. We don't. Most men that have any kind of value, any kind of worth about them does not care about your salary. We don't care about that. What we do care about is, hey, are you a ride or die chick? If I get myself into trouble, is you gonna be by my side to help me? I'm not saying take care of me. I'm not saying be my mama. I ain't saying none of that. I said, are you gonna be by my side to ride or die with me no matter what I'm going through? To where we uplift each other and praise each other in public, and if we having a disagreement, we can work that shit out in private. That's what I'm talking about. So this woman's all over the place. There's a reason why she's single, almost 40 years old and single, with no babies. Let that sink in for a minute. Let that marinate in your thought process. Why is she single? Do she even know what she wants? And I'm just going to leave it at that. Now, if you're not subscribing to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. Last but definitely not least, shouts out to the LDBC, Lions Den Basketball Community. I got 2 more videos coming, so stay tuned on this very network because we're putting out more content today. One video I'm going to talk about Monty Williams, no relation to Eboni K. Williams, and we're going to talk about Chris Paul in light of what happened to the Phoenix Suns last night. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt!